Welcome to Tecnia TV. This is Arun Bhatia from the Department of Management, here to deliver a lecture on managing service personnel. Now, when we say managing service personnel, by it, what I mean to say is, since people are involved in delivering the set of services, so how do we manage those services? First, I would like to categorize those kind of set of peoples into four main categories. Four main categories are, the personnel who are visible to us, personnel who are not visible to us, personnel who are not visible yet we are in contact with them, personnel who are not visible to us and we are not in direct contact with them. These are the four categories of people who we deal with in the service industry. For instance, when we go in a restaurant, the cook is visible to us, but we don't talk to the cook. Whatever we have to order, we order at the counter itself. We give the order, and he passes on the information. He gives you a receipt, and then you go and deliver that receipt on the counter itself, and then he gives the order to the cook that so and so thing has to be prepared. So the cook is visible, but he has no contact with the client. When I go to see a doctor, the doctor is visible to me, and I am also in touch with the doctor. When I am traveling through an airlines, the I'm not the pilot is not visible to me, but he is in contact with me. Okay, when I am kind of going in for a maintenance repair, maybe for a maintenance repair, if I am just giving a call, the person is not visible to me and he's not in touch with me. He sends a second person in place. So these are the four main categories of people whom we deal with in the service industry. Now I'm going to talk about the components of the service system. The service system, of course, it is the people. Now first we have to look at the attitude of the people. People by people, I mean the employees of the organization. Whether that employee working with me, he has a positive attitude or a negative attitude. Whether he is apt in in the service sector, or he has some other thoughts. He always talks bad, he is not happy, or he has something against my organization, he spills over to the customers. So whatever is the attitude of the employee, correlated with it is the behavior. Now behavior is the outcome of the attitude. If I am thinking positive, my behavior will be positive. If I am thinking negative, my behavior would be negative. And these attitude and behavior, they go hand in hand. Next is the importance of employees who have contact with their customers. How important are the employees who are directly in touch with the customers? Maybe whenever, if I give a call on the call center, and to the person I'm talking to, maybe he is not that important because he's just a person who's lodging my complaint and passing on the complaint to the service engineer or the service center, and they in turn sends a service engineer to for the repair. Now that person who has visited my place is the important person for me. So tomorrow, if I have any problems, I have his number. I can directly call on to him, talk to him, and try to find out a solution to my problem. The appearance of the service personnel cannot be ignored also. So if I am calling somebody from Whirlpool, if I am calling somebody from Amazon, if I am calling somebody from any place, it is, and the way he's dressed up also talks about himself, the personality, the organization. Because when we talk about sales, in sales, it is the organization which is sold first. So the appearance of the customer, of the employee, also matters a lot. Next is the general accessibility of services to customers. How long does it take for a particular service to be delivered at the customer's place? So if I am today, I made up my mind that today I will have a food delivered at my doorstep. I call on to the to that restaurant, and he says within 30 minutes it will be delivered. Or some other person says it will take 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour. Now if I am dying of hunger right now, I need the food right now, 30 minutes is okay, because that's an average time which these restaurant owners they take. So 30 minutes is okay, but when it stretches beyond 30 minutes, then of course then I have to take necessary decision whether I should really order my food today from this particular restaurant or not. So it is the, the accessibility of the services which, which are given to the customers, and the general service maintenance of the personnel is also of great importance. The last is the general service, mindedness of a personnel. Mindedness, I mean, is like, is he really, going to serve me in the long run? If tomorrow, if I have a problem, can I really bank upon this guy and call him again, and then will he be ready to, solve my problem? For instance, I have this, an RO system, placed at my place, in my residence. So if I call upon the, on the customer care, they send me some Ranbir Kapoor, to do the servicing of my RO, and I have his number with me. So after 2 3 days, after the repair has been, and 2 3 days later, I find there is some, some noise which is coming out from my RO system. So can I really call upon Ranbir Kapoor, to come back again, and do the, the checkups again, and make, keep the, put the place back into action. So these are the, the components of the service system, and I hope I was able to cater to the, to the doubts this class had. uh, Thank you once again, and keep watching Tecnia TV.